And I call the member for Oxley.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Deputy Prime Minister. I refer to the government subsidising Clive Palmer's luxury private jet and to his comments about the LNP. As Clive says, "I don't say goodbye to friends I've known for many years." Unquote. When did the government first realise it was subsidising luxury private jets for its friends?
The Deputy Prime Minister has the call.
Fire up like you did yesterday, eh, Joel? Yeah, that'd be good. Thank the member for Oxley for his question, Mr Speaker. In total, more than 1,360 operators have been supported to date, and it's like the JobKeeper program. We didn't discriminate to those receiving JobKeeper. We provided it to all businesses that were eligible. It's like with the
Deputy Prime Minister will resume his seat. Deputy Prime Minister will resume his seat. The Manager of Opposition Business on a point of order.
Yeah, the Deputy Prime Minister is answering and referring to the JobKeeper program for keeping people in work. We're talking about one of Australia's wealthiest people and his luxury private jet.
The Manager of Opposition Business is not a point of order. I'm going to take that as a point of order on relevance, and the Deputy Prime Minister is 23 seconds into the question. Before I call him back to the dispatch box, just put your seatbelt on for a tick. The nature of questions like this, which are borderline, very borderline, where they're asking about political parties and friends and all the rest of it, certainly mean, from me, there is a much wider tolerance. Okay? I mean, the question could easily have been ruled out of order. It could have been, and I noticed Manager of Opposition Business shaking his head. I mean, if I applied the standing orders, I think I could have ruled it out 5 different ways. Okay? And I won't go through them all now. So I do allow a lot more latitude. And as I've said, we will address this at a later point when it comes to questions and answers, I have to say, and I just give fair warning now. Questions that are essentially political attack statements create a proportionate response, and if the House wants to fix that, I'm more than happy to help. It'll mean the questions will be very specific and the answers will be much shorter. But on this question, the Deputy Prime Minister is being relevant to it, and in fact, even rereading it now, you know, as I said, he's entitled to be answering it in the way he is, the Deputy Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And as I said, this program has supported 1,360 operators, including the one mentioned, who does employ a lot of Australians. Let's face it, love him or loathe him, he employs a lot of Australians. And we don't ask who goes on his planes. We don't ask. We haven't discriminated.
Deputy Prime Minister will pause. The member for McMahon will leave under Standing Order 94A. And point out to those interjecting, there's a significant number of their colleagues who don't interject, and I'm not going to detain the House by going through all of those. I repeatedly ask not to interject. The Deputy Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And I don't know why those opposite are engaging in this class warfare. We are getting on with the job of helping all Australians, no matter what their state of income is, through this COVID recession. And what I want to see as the Aviation Minister, the Minister responsible for transport, is more planes in the air. And we could do that by lifting those restrictions on our borders so that we can facilitate more interstate travel. More interstate travel means more planes flying to more destinations and more jobs.